This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Johnson on the carry.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Houston.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Browns nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Watson out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. David Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
3-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
Now 4th down.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin begin the drive with Johnson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down, Texans. Watson hooking up with Cooks.
Texans.
He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's got David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Texans 20, Browns nothing. Cgi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
24, Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that it was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mayfield finding Beckham, and it's a fumble, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Pollard, the ball carrier.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And
a shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
That's good.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. 3 down, 3 down.
Mayfield on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cgi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Oh, the Pro Bowler Landry couldn't hang on. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 31, David.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw.
I'm the best in the game.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a give here to Pollard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete to Tony Pollard.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On the jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 24, Watson. That's complete to Cooks. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Browns 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Kings. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Up, y'all playing wrong. Hey!
Slam.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He finds Beckham complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A gain of 12. first down, Houston.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Watson on the keeper. Today's final score, Texans.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Texans, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA